Welcome to the MTN News Update. I'm Michael Coe. On Thursday, the town of Boone approved a request for an early voting location at Plemmons Student Union on the campus of Appalachian State. During early voting, the location's hours would be 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. The university's campus has long been sought after as a voting site and was originally recommended by ASU Chancellor Sherry N. Everts and others. The next approval decision rests with the Watauga Board of Elections. Taking on the problem of multiple false alarms in the past few years, the Boone Police Department has issued a new alarm ordinance, which will go into effect on September 1st. This ordinance mandates that users are allowed 2 false alarms per a 180-day period. If more false alarms are received, users will be subject to fines and limited responses to an alert. In 2013, the department received over 1,300 false alarms, and responses were a significant waste of taxpayer resources, according to the Boone Police. UNC basketball legend Phil Ford visited the High Country last week as a special guest at the Tommy Burleson basketball camp in Newland. The camp was hosted by Avery County Parks and Recreation. Ford was a professional teammate of Burleson's, and his arrival at the camp was only caused by a late cancellation. Ford, who works in Raleigh, spends much of his time as a motivational speaker at various camps. Ford downplayed the NC State-UNC rivalry between him and Burleson and said he considers Burleson a longtime friend. Ash and Watauga Libraries have announced the launch of a new financial and investor information program called Smart Investing at Your Library. The 2 locations are among just 14 libraries nationwide to receive the program, having won a grant competition put on by the American Library Association. Library officials say the program will provide effective, unbiased financial education. The libraries will also provide workshops on personal finance and money management training. 4 local high school students joined 1,700 others from around the country at the 51st Annual Electric Cooperative Youth Tour in Washington, D.C. Catherine Bard of Ash, Isaac Tuttle of High Brighton, Shelby Reagan of Watauga, and Casey Caudle of Allegheny all attended. The tour educated students about American history, government, and the cooperative business model. Every member of North Carolina's congressional delegation met with students from their districts. Prior to the tour in Washington, the 4 students spoke at an assembly of North Carolina Youth Tour students in Raleigh. On Saturday, August 22nd, Grandfather Mountain will host its annual Go Green Day, offering educational activities for all ages. These activities will include guided hikes and a skit put on by the State Park Rangers. The word GREEN is an acronym, standing for Grandfather Mountain Reaching Environmental Education Now. The day begins at 8 a.m. with hikes on the Profile Trail, with storytelling and mountain stream ecology events coming later in the day. In January, the North Carolina State Park System will celebrate 100 years of existence. Elk Knob State Park in Todd is celebrating the occasion by crafting a ceremonial scrapbook, which will feature residents of the High Country and their memories of Elk Knob. This scrapbook will be featured in many of the centennial events throughout next year. Elk Knob Park, only around since 2003, has invited anyone and everyone who has been to the park to share their memories with the rest of the community. Watauga's Agricultural Advisory Board wasn't convinced that Boone's proposed water intake facility at the New River was necessary. The board's report suggested reconsidering the proposal of property condemnation in the project. The town of Boone had made public its desire to condemn a 1.81-acre area of farmland on Cranberry Springs Road after it couldn't negotiate a settlement. The farmland was to be used for the construction of the water intake near New River's South Fork. The High Country Mountaineers, a Boone-based senior basketball team, competed in the 60 and over division of the National Senior Games basketball tournament in Minnesota earlier this month. The team competed after qualifying in the North Carolina Senior State Finals this past fall and came away with a 5th-place finish. The games include other sports such as swimming, track and field, and bowling. The local senior games are held in early summer each year. This has been the MTN News Update. I'm Michael Coe. Thanks for watching.